Today I'm going to try to beat Minecraft as a gigachad, where I can't have any armor, normal healing, and if I die, the world is effectively deleted. This is Gigacraft, one of the hardest Minecraft challenges I've ever done. Additionally, I only have 7 attempts to do this. I can't use ranged attacks such as bows and crossbows, and finally, if I fail all 7 attempts, I must sing a song my Discord picked out for me, Never Gonna Give You Up, and cement myself as a non-gigachad.
To start off the beginning of the challenge, I got a basic average seed. After grabbing the normal stuff we all get at the beginning of a run, I thought it would have been a good idea to dig down super far and try to stock up on gold to make golden apples. But before I could even make any, I realized I forgot actual apples. The reason I needed golden apples was to heal, as it was one of the only ways to heal given the settings of the run. The reason I don't just heal normally is because natural regeneration is off, meaning I don't obtain passive health restoration by eating food. This is why I have to search for other ways of healing, while still having to maintain my hunger bar, which is why I was searching for golden apples. Golden apples give you the regeneration effect, along with some boosted damage negation, which allows me to heal. As time went on, things started to go relatively downhill. I took a lot of damage from a drowned with a trident, and by the time I found some good materials, I was already low on health, which I couldn't regenerate due to the settings of the run. Then, on 3 hearts, I met a skeleton, which quickly became my first death. Also, you might be wondering why I'm using doors in this clip. Normally, I would answer this question, but I myself do not know to this very day. Starting on the second run, I was actually doing a lot better and prioritized apples by breaking a lot of leaves. Unfortunately, I started using a new recording software, which really messed things up, so it only recorded the world creation screen. So I don't have the footage, just the audio of the run. However, from what I remember, I got a decent seed in the nether. And then a blaze finished me off by hitting me through a wall. Oh God! I was very upset.
What the heck?
Even though I don't have the actual gameplay of the run, from what I remember, I did a lot better than on my first attempt. I mean, I made it all the way to the nether, and managed to snag a couple blaze rods before dying. So I knew I at least had a chance. At the beginning of my third attempt, I got an okay world seed. I then collected a bunch of various materials. Afterwards, I found a cave which had some ore. Regrettably though, I had to leave before getting much because I was getting ganged up on by skeletons and lost a decent amount of health. Overall, not the best start. However, it still had a lot of promise to it. After a while of running around and collecting some basic materials and trying to find something good, I actually found something good. I found a ruined portal, which contained some iron. I then tried out my own strategy of creating iron hose to instant break leaves to get apples really fast. This strategy, while not the most optimal as opposed to other things, still yielded some apples to the point where I felt that I would be safe upon entering the nether through the abandoned portal. Upon entering the nether, I pranced around until I found a bastion, where I extracted gold to make golden apples and trade with piglins. Then I traded with the piglins and got some decent stuff.
This is not scary. Not scary at all. Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh.
I was about to leave in search of a nether fortress when I saw a chest I didn't loot. However, it was guarded by a piglin brute. Or, that's what I thought. I placed down a boat to trap it, and then I killed it, and everything was fine. For 1.3 seconds. Then out of the Shadow Realm came a second brute, which smacked me with his golden axe, putting me down to half a heart in one hit. I immediately tried to retreat, but I got hit again, and died. I was starting to notice a pattern of me dying of stupidity. So, instead of trying to wing it like the idiotic bird brain I am, I hatched a mystical thing called a plan. 1. Find a village. 2. Collect a lot of wood. 3. Trade said wood into emeralds. 4. Find a cleric villager. 5. Trade for pearls. 6. Along the way, pick up a lot of oxeye daisies. 7. Find a lava pool and go to the nether. 8. Navigate through the nether till I find a nether fortress. 9. Somehow kill the blazes. 10. Craft Eyes of Ender and make way to the stronghold. 11. Fight the dragon. With these steps in place and an actual idea of what to do, I went on to my next. Starting onto my 4th run, I finally got a good seed. One with a village, which for some reason I didn't think to prioritize looking for earlier. I had also changed the rules to allow myself to reset for a good seed, just due to being so time-consuming to look for a village. I would have spent a ton of time just running around the world anyways looking for one, so I figured this would probably be better overall. So then, I grabbed the basic necessities and started to collect a lot of wood for both blocks and to craft into sticks to trade with villagers. Then, instead of gathering apples from trees, I decided to buy some, because it's way more efficient than just breaking a lot of leaves with iron hose. Another thing is that I didn't follow the plan super closely, as I mixed up a couple steps, but the basic idea was still there. About 25 minutes into the run, I eventually found a lava pool and entered the nether. Once I was in the nether, I began to collect oodles of gold, mainly for golden apples. Being in the nether is almost tenfold the danger than being in the overworld, due to the entire sea of lava awaiting me and the additional mobs with projectiles, and not to mention getting lost. I mean, it was hell, literally. Even tunneling was a bit dangerous, especially if you were next to the blocks you were mining, because a stream of lava could pop out where you were mining and kill you just about instantly. Traveling at about 2 blocks per second, it could easily reach me before I had time to react. Eventually, I found a nether fortress and started to make my way towards it.
I have a feeling this is gonna go horribly, but we'll see.
This is about the furthest I'd gotten. Well, at least on camera. We don't talk about my second run. After probing around and looking for a blaze spawner, I eventually found one full of blazes. Now, I couldn't just kill them like how one would normally do, going in there with usually a fire resistance potion and shield and axe and just chopping away at them. No. I had to get creative and strategic about how I was to do this, as shields weren't allowed and fire resistant potions were pretty hard to come by at this point in the game. I also didn't have almost any healing, so I could only take maybe 2 to 3 hits and then I would die. So my solution, well kind of scuffed and weird, was to craft some trapdoors and slabs, where they could not hit me as easily. I would have to time opening the trapdoor with the blaze not being lit on fire. When a blaze is lit on fire like this, it's ready to shoot its fireballs at you. Another thing I did was I used the crawl mechanic to better dodge their attacks. By clicking on the trapdoor in a certain way, you get forced into crawl mode. In doing this, the blaze would shoot its fireball, and I would be pushed low enough out of the danger zone where I wouldn't get hit. so I could make them use their projectiles up and then punish with my own attack. After 45 minutes of careful blaze farming, I collected and obtained all the blaze rods needed to beat the game. Then I tried to get back to my portal, but I forgot the way I needed to go. And for a short, scary period of time, I did not know what to do. I couldn't remember which way I came from, and I thought I almost had to create a new portal to get out of there, which not only would put me super far away from that village, but would endanger me even more, as I would have to search for obsidian around the nether. Then, I remembered I was recording this video. So, by looking back at the footage from before, I found myself opening the coordinates. So, I was able to eventually piece my way back to the portal with all my blaze rods and some golden apples. This just meant I needed just pearls. So, instead of killing random endermen, I chopped down a heck ton of wood logs to turn into sticks, to trade into emeralds, to level up a cleric, to buy ender pearls. In addition to this, I collected a bunch of flowers that I couldn't pronounce the name of earlier until I googled it. The reason being that when putting a flower into mushroom stew, you get a potion effect. And each flower in the game corresponds with its own potion effect, creating suspicious stew. And the oxeye daisies give you regeneration. With regeneration, I can heal, and the stews are ridiculously easy to make, needing only one red and brown mushroom, the flour, and a bowl. After all that prep work, I crafted my Eyes of Ender and made the arduous journey to the stronghold.
I traveled for somewhere around 20 minutes attempting to locate the stronghold with my Eyes of Ender, and after digging down, I found it. However, it wasn't long before I was banging my head on the wall trying to find the portal room, and I felt as if almost every room was the same. So after wandering aimlessly, I then found it, and collected some extra blocks and stored in my inventory. Then, I was ready to fight the Ender Dragon.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. This is scary. I don't know what to do. Should probably get as many stews on my hotbar as possible. Also, probably boat. Alright, here we go. Can I do this? Let's go see. Okay.
After getting into the end, I pulled out some snowballs I had collected to break the crystals with.
Okay, it's good to know the range of these things. Okay, there's two. Ooh.
I tried to play super conservatively and carefully, using boats to get down from towers and attempting to mitigate as much damage as possible.
Get away! Oh, that's kind of sad. Alright, let's heal up. Oh gosh, that was close. Okay. There we go. Go, 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 go. Shoot, he's getting higher and higher. He's gonna knock me off. Oh. Okay, we're good. Oh, that was close. Okay. Okay, it looks like just this last one, and then should be about good.
The second I saw the dragon perching in the center after I'd gotten most of the crystals, I feverishly rushed in.
Shoot! No!
After I failed a basic water bucket clutch, I debated on quitting and legitimately was pretty upset. I'd gotten so far just to die from some weird hitbox which put me into the air, and I actually ended up taking a month-long break from recording. but I knew that I still had 3 attempts left to finish, so I ended up coming back to it later and decided not to give up. The majority of Run 5 was just like Run 4, and it was a pretty decent world seed. I also got a really decent seed in the Nether with a Bastion pretty close by. I even found a netherite ingot in one of the chests. But I didn't have any diamond tools to put it on. And then I had a really close call with a piglin where it hit me and I got down to 3 hearts and I was surrounded by lava. Additionally, this run was on the 1.16.1 version of the game, rather than the latest release, because I forgot to change it at the beginning. However, even though this version is way better for piglin bartering, it actually posed a challenge for me as far as healing, because I couldn't eat suspicious stew on full hunger bars. So I would have to wait until they were depleted to heal. I searched for a nether fortress and eventually found one. But yeah, I got too careless. Much like my 5th run, my 6th run was quite short-lived. It started out about the same way, and I found my way to a fortress after getting to the nether. While I tunneled to a spawner, a blaze fell down into the place I was tunneling.
Oh shoot, no! Yeah, that's it. GG.
I tried to kill it, but it ended up smacking me once, and then shooting me, and I burned to death. Yeah. The majority of Run 7 was like my 4th run. I found a village, contributed to chopping down trees and destroying our already dying environment, traded with villagers, and collected beds this time for the dragon. Then, I went to the nether, ran around for a while, found a fortress, made a diamond pickaxe, and killed a wither skeleton, which dropped its head. I then did the normal blaze murder, crafted my Eyes of Ender, and bolted over to the stronghold. From there, I brewed potions this time, and collected blocks. Then, I was ready to face the dragon a second time. The strategy was to use beds and attempt to one-cycle the dragon. Beds, as one might know, explode in other dimensions in Minecraft. Speedrunners utilize this in order to kill the dragon super fast. I, however, am not a speedrunner, just a guy who plays Minecraft. When I tried it, it did not work at all, as I messed up the timing. So, I had to finish the old-fashioned way. As I was bridging, the dragon just came out of nowhere and knocked me up into the air. I decided not to, in that moment, clutch with a water bucket, but instead opted to do the easier thing and just use an ender pearl. This did not work, however, as the pure impact of throwing the pearl killed me. I would have likely survived though had I used this particular regeneration potion just a little bit earlier. If I had regeneration, I would have healed just a little bit mid-air, which would have been enough to save me. Even though I died, I was pretty happy with how far I'd come. I had managed to get to the end twice despite all odds, and I had the patience and perseverance to come back to the challenge even when I felt like quitting. So overall, I'm happy I lost, because it just means I can bounce back even better next time. Although, now that I think about it, I have to sing Never Gonna Give You Up now.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. I gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.